Happy birthday to the show. Happy birthday to the show. Happy birthday to the show. Happy birthday to you. Well, here we are at 100, guys. And what a milestone. What a milestone. Here's Alec now. Good afternoon.
Afternoon, Barry. Yes, it is. 100 shows, mate. Well done.
So, so today celebrates my 100th show, and we covered such a lot of stuff. And here's Alec for his opening sequence on this.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. So many shows and covered a lot of different ground, lots of interesting subjects, all sorts of topics from things that are happening in the news to all sorts of the weather and lots of different things. Back to school was last episode, so mate, you have covered a lot of ground in the 100, and it's a lovely, nice milestone to make.
So it is our 100th show. So let's count this as the birthday, okay? Because that's when in 2023 the show was reborn. Now, from CNIs to this to that, we've covered a lot of issues such as when to call 000 and things like that. Here's Alec now.
Yeah, mate, that's a lovely community service announcement that you end most of your shows with, the 000 announcement, and really great content that we've covered over the last couple of years. A few recipes, all sorts of fun, interesting stuff.
And if you would like to have a look at some of our shows, go ahead, because Alec and I are so proud of what we have done together. Here's Alec.
Absolutely, mate. It's a huge achievement, and they're all up there on YouTube on a couple of different accounts. But I think if you type in Barry Fear, you can find all of those videos. Lots and lots of fantastic videos, mate. Well done.
Well, the most exciting video we've done is the grilled cheese, and that's one of my favorites. Here's Alec.
Yeah, mate. That was a great one, and it was mouth-watering, wasn't it?
Yes, yes, it was.
Grilled cheese. And there have been so many good ones, though. There have been a few about desserts and cakes and all sorts of awesome topics that you've talked about over the years.
And not to mention the intros and the outros we've used on the show. The first of them was Richmond Hill. Here's Alec.
Yeah, there have been a bunch of great intros and outros, haven't they? You've had some amazing ideas, some really wonderful ideas for those intros and outros. There was Richmond Hill. There was The Young Doctors, of course. That was one of my favourites. There was, what was that surf show? The Shopper Squad. That was fantastic. Had some guest appearances in your intros and outros as well, which was a lot of fun. Yeah, it's been a great ride, and now of course you use all of the intros, don't you? You sort of use different intros at different times.
We have done so many shows over the years. Alec and I have been bringing them to you. My favourite episode was down in Manly, where we did some still shops in Manly Corso and at the Ferry Walk. Here's Alec now.
Yeah, that was a great day, wasn't it? So we went down to Manly and we shot a whole bunch of footage. And then we cut it together and I think we used the sound from Richmond Hill, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
Yeah. And it was a lot of fun. That day was sensational. And the product was awesome as well, the intro and the outro that we produced. Of course, it was all your idea, mate, and it was such a good idea and really well executed. So well done and so creative, you know.
And let's take you back to where I began doing the shows. I first started doing YouTube back in 2013 using a camera with batteries. Now, I didn't have this swanky computer like I do now, and people used to change the batteries and things like that, and it was a pain in the neck. And then all of a sudden I got this handy computer, and it was so fun. And I've even taken my laptop to Channel 9. Here's Alec.
Yeah, mate, and you've been, as you say, out and about with your laptop, and you've recorded shows, a lot of shows here at your place, but also at St Ives, and even some up in Brisbane when you were up there as well. So
that's right. That's right. And also, I've driven my chair across the store. I've driven my chair across the story bridge.
Wow, mate, that's really cool and impressive.
And one of my favourite parts of our show coming back from Manly was when we took the long way home and listened to Huey Lewis and the news. Here's Alec.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun, wasn't it? That was so much fun. We were listening to a best of Huey Lewis and the news on CD in the van. And I told Georgia how we should go back, and unfortunately, I gave her some really bad advice. And we went all the way back through Forestville and Roseville, all the way back there through that way to get back to St Ives. We went the long way, didn't we? But it was a lot of fun because we got to listen to more music, and we had a great
time. We refueled twice as well. So this last year, we did a van safety video, and we filled up with ample. Here's Alec.
Yeah, that was great fun. So we drove the van to the service station and filmed while we were doing it in order to create a video. It was really awesome.
And just think of how many episodes I have done. So this might be 800 episodes all up, not to mention 2020, 2021 and 22, because I was filming them before that. Here's Alec.
Yeah, that's right, mate. So the 100th show that you've been talking about today is just the 100th show of the latest series, right? So you started this series in 2023, but of course you were recording shows well before that, and you must be in the hundreds. It must be, as you say, what, maybe 700 or 800 shows all up? Lots and lots of shows that you've produced.
And I am so proud of the product that I produced. And this is a labor of love for me. Here's Alec.
Yeah, and you should be proud of it, mate. It's been an amazing ride, and lots of great content, lots of great stories and ideas, lots of great advice that you've dispensed over the years, and it's another great achievement today with the 100th show in your latest series.
So next time when we come together, we're going to celebrate properly, and we're going to show you some of the footage that we've covered during that time, and even here at home. So Alec, I think next time this calls for a celebration.
Mate, me too. I think so as well. And I think going back and showing a little bit of old shows is a really good idea as well, mate. So sort of highlight reel, you know.
And we don't make YouTube videos for nothing, because we have fun making them. Okay, it's a labor of love for me, and I feel really proud of doing it. And I hope you viewers do too. And join us for the celebration in 2 weeks' time, where we'll be going over some of the footage that I have produced. Here's Alec.
Yeah, that's a great idea, mate. So next time, maybe going over some of the old shows and thinking about some of the best segments that you've recorded over the years. Lots of really good highlights in there, aren't there?
And now, as usual, it is time for my closing message.